infinite void. Please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.
Hi. So I guess you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to have a better relationship with yourself. So the relationship with yourself is one of the important things that you'll have in this lifetime. I want to note that it is possible to reprogram your brain into more positive thinking and also practicing self-love. If you hate yourself right now, please realize that it is possible to develop self-love. You'll need to take the time to do the inner work and to work on your personal growth. It is okay to feel good about yourself. We're so used to being negative and thinking negatively about things and negatively about ourselves. Don't you find that a little bit sad to continue to live life thinking negatively and always being constantly sad? You have choices in this lifetime. You can choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad. So for me personally, I choose to be happy and I actively focus on being happy. As you build your self-love, you can eventually see that you'll become naturally a more confident person. It will be authentic and genuine. Don't take the bad advice called fake it until you make it. I find that statement to be ineffective. It doesn't help to fake things because when you fake it, it's not natural. To authentically become more confident in yourself, it comes within. Realize that this is not an overnight process. So basically, it's not going to change the next day. It takes time to practice it. Taking action and taking the first step is the best thing to do. You'll begin to shift into the person you want to become. In time, everything will compound. So start now. Start now by taking the baby steps. So as of today, I'll be providing you a list of things that worked for me. There's actually 30 items on this list. So this is me editing, and I realized that there are actually 29 points rather than 30. I redact what I said earlier where I had 30 points. There's only 29 points here. Okay, so I actually don't know how long this video will be. It might be kind of lengthy, but I'll find out once I finish editing the video. So the things on this list is likely to change, or I can eventually add something else to this list. So in the future, keep that open in your mind. If you have ideas for me to add to this list, please leave a comment and I'll likely read them. And also thank you for leaving a comment and your suggestions. Also, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. So these things that have worked for me may not work for you. So try to be open to another person's perspective and maybe give it a try or just listen and absorb these concepts. Maybe one of these ideas will resonate with you and maybe you might be able to implement it and incorporate it into your practice. So let's get started with items that worked for me. So the first thing on the item is to commit to yourself. Start now and commit to yourself. You matter and you are important. The next item is to keep promises to yourself. Make sure they're actually ones that you will do and that you won't break. So let's start promising that we'll start focusing on the relationship with ourselves and start learning to love ourselves authentically. Next, we can visualize our success. Using visualization techniques to imagine yourself succeeding and achieving your goals despite your negative beliefs. Visualizing positive outcomes can help reprogram your subconscious mind and build confidence in overcoming your ability to overcome obstacles. The next item is to become your own best friend and your own companion. You're always going to be with yourself, so you might as well start loving yourself and practicing thoughts on loving yourself. Appreciate yourself. Notice and recognize all the small things about yourself. As you age, you'll come to the realization that you should have appreciated your youth and your younger self. It's quite a shame to live a life without appreciating yourself. So start practicing and creating the habit now by incorporating the concept of appreciating yourself. You are wonderful the way you are, and you have value and worth. So the next one is don't seek external validation. And so practice seeking self-validation within. So you need to learn to validate yourself internally in your mental brain. If you continue to go about and seek external validation, you'll never reach personal happiness because you need an outside person to tell you that you are valuable and that you have self-worth. And you'll never find it if you're relying on an outside source. So the approach to seek external validation is ineffective. You need to validate yourself. Some examples to internally validate yourself is embracing your uniqueness and your true self with flaws and all. Trust that you are worthy and lovable just the way you are. There's no need to conform to others' expectations. Validate yourself by affirming your worth and your capabilities. Remind yourself of your strengths and trust your ability to navigate one's life's challenges. Cultivate a sense of inner validation by connecting to your inner wisdom and sense of self. Trust in your own judgment and intuition, and to believe in your capability to validate and affirm yourself within. Acknowledging your feelings. Recognize and accept all your emotions without judgment. Instead of seeking validations from others, acknowledge that you can find it within. Also, acknowledge that your feelings are valid and worthy of attention. Write down and focus on your beliefs and values. Align your actions with your values and beliefs, rather than seeking external validation and approval. Trust in your integrity and your authenticity to guide you to live a meaningful and a purposeful life. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness. Take the time to understand yourself. Talk to yourself and sit with your thoughts. Embrace your imperfections and forgive yourself for mistakes. Practice self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is practicing to be fully yourself with all your strengths and weaknesses and imperfections. Embrace and accept imperfection. Rather than striving for perfection and feeling inadequate when falling short, a realistic thinker might embrace imperfection and say something like, "I'm not perfect, and that's okay. I will focus on progress rather than perfection." Practice forgiveness. Forgive yourself for all your past mistakes and shortcomings. Holding onto guilt and resentment only perpetuates the feeling of unworthiness. Let go of the past and focus on moving forward with compassion and understanding. Focus on your strengths. Acknowledge and celebrate your strengths, talents, and accomplishments. Recognize that your strengths can boost your self-confidence and reinforce the feelings of self-worth. Setting boundaries with yourself and with others. Everyone has boundaries that are unique to yourself. So if you don't want to do something, learn how to say no. For example, things that drain you or that don't align with your beliefs and values. Having boundaries protect your emotional and mental health, allowing you to prioritize your self-care. Honor your needs and priorities by setting boundaries that protect your well-being. Trust yourself to know what is best for you and assertively communicating your boundaries to others. Practice self-care. It is essential in maintaining your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. So small things such as eating healthy and making time for your fitness. For the emotion side, it is to feel all your emotions and to sit with them. For the mental side, it is more in regards to the thoughts that you have. Recognize your limiting beliefs. First, you need to identify your limiting beliefs. Start by becoming aware of limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Notice the patterns of self-talk or areas in your life where you're feeling stuck and doubtful. Write down these beliefs to clarify them. Then begin to question those beliefs. Start by challenging your limiting beliefs. Find evidence that disproves your beliefs. This can help you challenge and validify your beliefs and open yourself up to new possibilities. Start by taking the small and manageable steps towards challenging your self-limiting beliefs. Break them down into small goals and make them achievable, and commit to taking consistent action, even if it feels uncomfortable and challenging at first. Give yourself compliments and embrace them even if they feel silly to you. It's okay to flex and appreciate who you are. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's no need to be ashamed of it. It may be funny at first and uncomfortable, but what you need to do is to start complimenting yourself. Once you start doing that, it'll become more natural and less weird. Watch and catch your self-talk. Recognize your self-talk and catch it and embrace it and acknowledge it. Actively try to counter it with realistic thoughts. You can even try giving yourself some positive affirmations, but make sure they are right to you. Otherwise, it will be ineffective. Replace negative thoughts with realistic thinking. And if you're unable to think of a realistic thought, try thinking of a positive affirmation. Realistic thinking involves situations, events, and thoughts in a balanced and objective manner without distorting or exaggerating reality. Also, try by creating positive affirmations for yourself that counteract your self-limiting beliefs. Also, that confirms your worth, capabilities, and potential. Repeat these affirmations regularly to reinforce positive self-talk and to rewire your subconscious mind. Celebrate your achievements. Acknowledge your successes, no matter how small they are. Celebrating milestones and accomplishments and progress boosts your self-esteem and reinforces your self-worth. Acknowledge your accomplishments and successes. Celebrate your progress and give yourself credit for your efforts and achievements. Nurture your body. Prioritize physical well-being by eating nutritious foods like staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Taking care of your body demonstrates self-respect and fosters a positive self-image. Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment and cultivate awareness of your thoughts, feelings, sensations without judgment. Mindfulness helps you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and promises self-acceptance. Engage in self-reflection. Set a time to introspect and self-exploration. Reflect on your values, desires, and goals, and consider how your actions aligns with them. Self-reflection fosters personal growth and self-awareness. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Find people who genuinely care for you. So surround yourself with friends and family, mentors, or support groups who believe in you, uplift you, encourage your growth, and support you. Seek out positive influences that uplift and inspire you to challenge your limiting beliefs and pursuing your dreams. Cultivate a positive environment that nourishes your self-esteem. Another example is you can limit your exposure to negativity. So whether that is toxic relationships, social media, or self-criticism, I believe that negativity is essential still. So to limit that exposure can help for others, but for me, I like to still be exposed to negativity. Why? Because I believe it widens your perspective. Rather than seeing one perspective as a valid one, a realistic thinker might consider and acknowledge all kinds of viewpoints and say something like, I understand that others might see the situation differently, and I'm open to considering their perspectives. Engage in activities you enjoy. Make time for hobbies and interests and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Engage in things that boost your mood and enhances self-expression and nurtures your sense of identity. Practice gratitude. Focus on things that you appreciate about yourself and life. Another thing you can try is to keep a gratitude journal. By keeping a gratitude journal, you're regularly reflecting on blessings, strengths, and positive experiences that enrich your journey. By writing it down, you will remember it. And when you get the chance, you'll eventually gain a big list which you can look at and read over and over again to remind yourself what you could be grateful for. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. Adopting a growth mindset allows you to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning rather than as limitations. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they are. Recognize the progress that you've made. Celebrating milestones reinforces positive behaviors and motivates you to continue your journey on self-improvement. The last one on this list is to seek professional help. So, if you're struggling to love yourself or experiencing persistent feelings of negativity, consider seeking support from a therapist, a counselor, or a support group. Professional help can provide you with valuable insights and strategies for cultivating self-love and healing. So basically, you've now reached the end of this video. I want to thank you for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it that you made it to the end of this video. Thanks for listening to everything I had to say and share. I hope you found it valuable and discovered something new. And maybe you could use it and incorporate it into your daily practice. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Thank you for being here and showing up. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Thanks for watching.